sound. If you never heard about me, then you finna know me now. And believe it's going down. And believe it's going down. I made a move without a sound. Use lyrics as my weapons. I'ma spit a couple rounds. I may never know what $1 million brings, but I keep waking up to these $1 million dreams.
Welcome back, Top Prize Entertainment Podcast. We are back again with another one. As you can see, if you watch my videos, I'm going to always rep my teams. As you can see, yes, I am a diehard Cubs fan, but that's not what this segment is going to be about today. But just to let you know, I'm a Cubs fan, yes. But yeah, but back to the topic at hand. If you haven't seen any of my podcasts, I say this every video, topprizeentertainment.com. You can also check me out on YouTube as well, Top Prize Podcast. Check out all of my content, like, comment, subscribe. Of course, always share. Always share if you agree with any message that I have. The purpose of my podcast, like I've said before, is just to give my opinion and give my personal takes on a lot of things that I feel like that needs to be talked about. And if anyone has something that they feel like they want to talk about, we can always collab, and you can always send me what you want to talk about, and I will express my opinion on those topics as well. This one right here is based on relationships. Now, I'm not an expert on relationships. I'm not. I've only been in 3 relationships. I'm 33 years old. I've been dating since I want to say I had my first real girlfriend. I want to say I was 13. Yeah, I was 13. And I've only been in a relationship in my 33 years 3 times. One was for 8 years. One was like 2 years. And I'm currently in one now. Now, I had a couple situationships and a couple possibles, but those didn't last very long because primarily we just wasn't on the same page as far as what we wanted to do going forward. But the purpose of a relationship is a partnership. It's not one person doing more than the other. It's a full-blown partnership. Like people say, oh, the man should be doing this, the woman should be doing that. Yeah, that was back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, early 70s. Maybe even into the 80s. But this is a whole new era, a whole new everything. Everything has flipped. Women done fought for rights. They done fought for equal pay. They fought for full-time jobs. And that's what these women are out here doing. A lot of women are making more money than men. And there's a lot more job opportunities for women as well. It's a lot more job opportunities for women than it is for men. So when it comes down to a man should be doing this or a woman should be doing that, that's no longer the structure of a household anymore. The structure of a household is for all hands on deck. Okay, you're doing this, well, I'm gonna do this. If you're working full time and I'm unemployed, then guess what? The unemployed person do what? Take care of the house. But if both of you are employed, then you split the household duties. Y'all both are paying half the bills. You got to also take care of half the house. But if one person is paying 100% of the bills, the other person got to take care of 100% of the house. That's how it works. All relationships are primarily about sacrifice and compromise. Especially when you have a functioning household. And when I mean functioning, I mean you have children. You have to sacrifice something. Before you had kids, you used to go out on the weekends every day. When you have kids now, you can't go out on the weekends like that. You probably catch one weekend, maybe two on a monthly basis, because you might be able to find a babysitter or something like that. But relationships are never easy. They're never easy. And when I hear people who say, yeah, our last breakup was because we just grew apart. My question is, what do you mean y'all grew apart? Like, what does that mean? So I just had to sit down and just think about it. Like, you just grew apart. 1 minute y'all in love, the next minute y'all just not so in love. What does that really mean? Y'all sleep in the same bed every day, but y'all don't touch each other. You know, you come in, you eat dinner together every day, but y'all don't say nothing to each other. That means nobody is compromising. That means nobody is sacrificing. That means there's a huge ego trip. A huge ego trip. And there's no communication. What people don't understand is communication is the strongest form of structure you need to have in order to make a relationship healthy. If you don't have that, it's going to fail. Point blank, period, is going to fail. Now, I had a debate about the Tom Brady and his wife divorce. And I feel like it was more on Tom Brady than his wife. Reason being because you kept retiring, unretiring. You give your family, you give your wife hope that she can finally have her husband back. And you can finally live and do what you're supposed to do as a family. But then you turn around and go right back to work. That's a problem. As a man, you have to go above and beyond to make sure that your woman stays happy. That is a fact. Because if you don't make sure that your woman is happy, she's going to feel neglected. And the last thing you want your woman to feel is lied to and neglected. Because somebody else is going to tell her the truth, and somebody else is going to make her feel like a woman. And that's just keeping it real. Now, why do we want to talk about rich people situations? Because it's a lot of regular people going through the same thing. Women crave attention. They want your time. And if you're not giving them time, then guess what? Somebody else is going to give them time. So we have to do everything. We have to make sure that we set time for our women, and we have to make sure that our women is happy. Now, of course, women has to make sure that they reciprocate that. But it all is always going to start with us. Arguments is always going to be our fault. No matter how we look at it, everything is going to always be the man's fault. Is that fair to us? No. No, it's not fair. But there's this saying, like I said before, when your lady is unhappy, that's when the relationship is either in jeopardy or it's over. And that's keeping it real. As a man, when we're unhappy, we have to deal with it. We have to deal with it when we're unhappy. But when that woman is unhappy, the relationship is damn near over. And again, that's not fair to us. It's not fair to us at all. But we have to take that initiative to make sure that we are crossing all of our T's and dotting all of our I's. We have to. We have to. Especially when you're in a partnership and everything is split down the middle. Now, if everything is split down the middle, there's no excuses on why you can't make time. You don't even have to be, oh, we going out to a club, little candlelit dinner. You can do that from home. Go get you a little fire pit. You know what I'm saying? Go get your Costco. They got the little paint sets. You know what I'm saying? Set up something outside with some little, get some candles, get it lit up outside, get that fire pit, get you some wine. It's the little things that women love the most that us as men gloss over. You don't have to be in our yard. You can go find a little spot and set everything up. You can just sit there and chill. You really don't have to spend really no money on stuff like that. It's about the time. Women want time. Now you do got I don't even want to really. You got the thoughts. You got the little hoochies. You got those little money hungry broads out there. You do have those. But you know what type of woman you got yourself involved with. So you have to figure out a way to keep her satisfied. And that's just being real. If your relationship was built on sex, then you have to keep that sexual drive and hunger. You got to keep it going. You have to figure it out. They got that new honey stuff out. Go get you a couple packs of that. I be seeing this stuff on Facebook called Blue Chew. They got that. Go do what you got to do to keep that drive going, to keep her sexually good. If your relationship was built off you buying her, giving her whatever she wants, buying her bags, buying her jewelry, buying her phones, you got to keep that going. You have to keep it going. Because that's how you got her. And that's what she wants. Relationships shouldn't be built off of what you have and what you could do for a person. Relationships are built off the mentality of how a person moves. I don't give a damn if my lady make more money than me. I don't care. If she makes more money than me, that's good. That's letting me know these bills are going to be paid. But that's not what I want. I don't want you because you got a fat ass. I don't want you because you pretty. I don't want you because you got some big titties. I don't want your physical aspects. I want to know what your mind is about. I want to know how you moving out here. I want to know if I bring my family into your world, how are you going to not make me look like a fucking fool? That's what relationships should be built on. A foundation. People get into relationships for the wrong shit. Hey, shorty got a fat. Hey, bro, I'm finna go get that, man. Fuck all that shit, man. I'm finna fuck the shit out of Fort Shorty. Okay. Yeah. You gonna go fuck the shit out of Shorty. Go do it. But when every night she wanna get the shit fucked out of her. And you not doing it. It's gonna change your whole relationship drastically, to the point where you not giving her what she want, you not sexually satisfying her the way she want it. It's gonna be another motherfucker that's gonna blow the back off her ass because you not doing it. And they're just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. You see Shorty, oh man, she bad as hell, bro. Hey, Shorty. Hey, you want me to get that bag for you? Yeah, let me buy them shoes for you real quick, Shorty. Hey, so check it out. Hey, man, come fuck with a real nigga. Man, you out here buying your own shit, man. Shorty, I could do that for you. Okay. Now you got to keep doing it. Oh, them new mics finna get ready to drop. You gonna go get my shoes? Oh, no? Oh, no worries. Somebody else gonna go get them shoes for. And that's what's wrong with a lot of relationships. Everybody get into them for the wrong reasons. And if you get into them for the wrong reasons, it's not going to last very long. Because with shit that's going on, you don't know what your circumstances and your situation is going to be long term, to the point where you can sustain putting up with what you started. Ask your lady right now. Ask your lady right now. If you lost your job today, would you be able to take care of everything until I get back on my feet? And listen to their response. If a life-altering incident happened where I can't work at all no more, would you be able to still stick by my side and keep everything going until I figure something out? Most of them be like, yeah, I could do that. Put a whole week of PTO in and test it. You can tell her you lost your job. Test her theory. I'm almost positive by day 3 you're gonna already understand. You're gonna understand that either she gonna be with it, or she's going to show you that, nah, I can't keep doing this. It's all in the mannerisms. It's all in the mannerisms. But I'm going to keep saying this. For a man, it's not fair to us. It's not fair. But we are the ones who have to keep things in order. We have to keep everything strong. We have to keep that bond. Because, like I said, most relationships end on people growing apart. And growing apart in a relationship just pretty much shows like it was that ego, we won't let it go. That stubbornness, We won't let it go. Not having the ability to want to sacrifice to keep that fire burning. Not wanting to compromise to make sure that we are on the same page. Making your woman feel neglected. Making them feel disrespected. Not giving them the time, the energy to keep that fire lit. That's going to be the main cause of you losing your lady and your family. Fellas, just look at your lady right now. Just look at her. And ask yourself, can you live with another man doing everything that you were supposed to do for her? Can you live with that? Her not being by your side, is she by another man's side who's doing everything that she asked you to do? Can you live with that? No. Because most men still chase up after their exes years after they done broke up. They still chase after them. They still show their love and affection for them. But you couldn't do what you were supposed to do to keep that person in the first place. So, what is it that you really want out of a relationship? Because you can't get the perks from a relationship if you're not putting in the work. How do you expect your woman to be horny for you if you're a bum? How do you expect your woman to want to lay up next to you and it's 3 bags of trash sitting outside that you were supposed to took outside to the garbage can? How do you expect your woman to reciprocate energy if you're not giving her none in return? We have to study our women. You're supposed to know your woman down to a T. And if you don't know the science of your woman, you in trouble. You are in massive trouble. I know when my woman is upset. It ain't even got nothing to do with me. I know when she's upset. I know when she don't want to be bothered. I know when she's in a good mood. I already know the things that I need to do to keep her mood where it needs to be before it becomes a problem. You're supposed to know your lady. I know what makes her happy. And it don't have nothing to do with money. We have to take the initiative to know every aspect of our woman to make sure that we keep everything cohesive. Or you're going to be just like these people out here. Your woman busting your fucking windows out, putting sugar in your gas tank, having her family chase you, want to try to jump on you, beat on you. Why do you want to go through that? That toxic shit, I can't do it. I just can't do it. But it's only toxic because you got into the relationship for the wrong fucking reason. And we drive these women fucking insane. And then when they finally snap, now we sitting here looking like, damn, it wasn't even that serious. To them it was. We can't go around playing with these women's hearts and feelings. Because when you do, that's when you get the negative results. Most of I want to say like 30% of men that's in jail right now is based over a woman. And it ain't just no woman, it was a lady. Because you done drove her crazy. And she done fucking snapped. And now you retaliated and now you in jail. That's not something that's not healthy. The key to a healthy relationship starts with, like I said, communication. That's what it starts with. You have to be able to communicate. If you can't communicate, you're going to miss out on a lot of things. 2, you got to know your lady. You have to know your lady. And 3, you have to sustain energy. Well, of course, we all know what energy is. It's that wavelength. You know what I'm saying? It's that consistency. That's where energy is. It's nothing but consistency. You showing her consistency, she's going to show you consistency right back. You have to be able to keep it that way, because if you don't, if that consistency stalls at any point, that's going to be a rift that's going to happen between you two. And hopefully you understand that you lack the consistency that you were doing once before. And you decide to either fix it or leave it alone. And that's just keeping it real. Either you're going to fix it or leave it alone. Me personally, like I said, my family, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to figure out a way to fix it. I'm going to do everything I can to fix it. If it's to the point where it's not fixable and she wants to leave, then hey, I did everything I could to fix the relationship. And that's being real. Now, how many times have you seen your lady come to you like this? Or you seen a female friend like this? Or you seen your sister like this?
You just look so hurt.
I am. I let so much slide. I gave you a chance again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. That's how much I loved you.
Or, you've done this, or you've seen one of your right-hand mans or your brother go through this,
Fuck me for a nigga! Fuck out of here! I thought you loved me! You was my baby! My fucking cinnamon apple! My rose! You was always there for me! And you gonna leave me for some fucking dumbass nigga? For some dumb nigga! You just gonna fucking leave me! You're grimy, son! You are grimy, D-Money, all the niggas was right then! I thought you was different! Everybody told me not to wife you, I wifed you! You leaving me? I will buy you any fucking thing you ask me for. anything. You never had to ask me for nothing when I had money. I bought you your shoes, everything. Now you trying to play me.
See, that's when you see when somebody's fed up and unhappy. You see her over. I gave you another chance. I gave you another chance. I gave you another chance. You still made me look stupid. She's fed up. She's fed up. And this man, oh, you my baby, man. You was my cinnamon apple. I love you. But what was all of that when she needed you? That's why she's gone. That's why you sitting there, you screaming to her outside of her car. And she's about to pull off to another man, probably. We have, as men, we have to be the structure and the backbone of the relationship. We have to be. Even if she's making most of the money, even if you're unemployed, if she's taking care of you, you're supposed to be taking care of the household. But I see most of these dudes out here straight bums. They want their woman to go work a full-time job, pay all the bills, and then come home and cook and clean. Where they do that at? That's not fair to women. Like I said, you got to see it from both ways. Like I said, we go through a lot of the flack when we are being the structure and the backbone. We do. And like I said, that's not fair to us. But it's not fair to women when they dealing with bums. Now, is it her fault that she dealing with a bum? Yeah, it is. But at one point, you know what I'm saying, she loved that man. He told her that he was going to take care of it. He was going to do what he was supposed to do for her. He probably done lost his way. And she's trying to hold it down and be his backbone. Because at the end of the day, every man will want a woman to be their backbone. If they can't find work, or if they can't do nothing, or if they have a life-changing experience, every man will want a woman to hold him down. But how much longer do you want that woman to hold you down? If you're not trying to go out there and do something for yourself. I saw my lady go out and start doing Uber. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't, too much of a fan of it, but we got to get this money. All right, go ahead, babe, do your thing. She makes sure she called me before somebody get into her car. She makes sure she called me after she done dropped them off. Sometimes she called me through the whole ride. You feel me? But she said, I got to go get this money. And shit, driving that Uber is making some nice amount of change. So I had to compromise with that. I know that my job wasn't at this point doing everything that, giving me what I needed to make sure everything was paid on time. I knew that. And my lady decided, she said, you know what? I can't sit back and let you keep going through this, stressing yourself out every day, every night. I'm going to jump in and help. Compromising. When we first got together, We both was working. On my off days, I made sure the crib was straight. Her off days, she makes sure the crib is straight. Bills are always paid on time. We work together. In a lot of these relationships, nobody's working together. Nobody is working together. And that's the problem. Nobody wants to work together. Somebody wants to be taken care of. So ask yourself, if you're in a relationship, is your relationship a functionable one? A toxic one? Or it's on the verge of just dissolving? Fellas, talk to your ladies. They will let you know what's on their mind. Just ask him, what is it that you feel that I need to do better? They will tell you. R. Kelly said it the best. Y'all might not like R. Kelly personally, but R. Kelly said it the best. When a woman is fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And this is another episode of Top Prize Podcast. Once again, check me out on YouTube, Top Prize Podcast. Like, subscribe, and comment. Or you can also check me out on topprizeentertainment.com. You can also subscribe to my page as well on topprizeentertainment.com. Thank you.